All right, I'm getting ready to put some sandpaper on this because the crappy, cheap little pressure-sensitive disc that came with this cheapo Harbor Freight sander fell off because the glue sucks. But rather than glue another one on or get a quality PSA disc, which I actually don't want, I'm going to glue this thing on with a different material that I don't think some people probably don't know about. It's from the auto body industry. It's called feathering disc adhesive. For anybody who's interested, this is the stuff. Believe it or not, this stuff is designed specifically for attaching sandpaper to stuff. The difference is this stuff is made to, work with regular old paper-backed sandpaper, and it's designed to be removable without leaving all kinds of like gunky buildup and stuff. So you put the stuff on, and it'll leave a surface on there, but it's one that's relatively easy to get off, but you don't actually need to get it off. So you pull the paper off, and you can just stick new paper on. And you can do that like a bunch of times before having to, redo it. So I'm going to spread some of this on there. Thought I would share that real fast. I'm going to put some on. I'll show you how it comes off. Really, you just got to put this on, wait for it to, tack up, and then stick some paper on. And then whenever you need to change papers, you can pull off the old one. You could even save it, just stick it to a piece of wax paper or something, and then slap a new one on. So get some of this. No more countless hours with the putty knife and the heat gun scraping glue off of your sanding platens.
Yes, it is running. Just want an even, thin coat. I'm just using a tongue depressor. You don't want it for it to be real big and thick and goopy.
For what it's worth, you can stick the PSA discs right to this and make them removable too if you happen to already have a bunch of these. Well, there we go. And you can use this with basically any of your paperback sandpaper, anything you get from the big box and the big sheets or what have you. And then when you want to remove it, take this thing off, stick it someplace. When you're done, stick it like on a piece of wax paper, throw it in your little organizational folder, like I'm sure most of you guys have. When you're ready to use it again, because maybe it's not used up, you just slap it right back on. There you go. So it's easy as that. When it comes time, this thing maybe gets too gunky or too goopy, just, hit it with a little, probably rubbing alcohol, acetone, brake cleaner, turpentine, like any kind of solvent will remove this stuff. They do sell a specific cleaner for this stuff, but, you don't really need it. Just for giggles, I want to show you how easy it is to clean this stuff off. Pull that off. You can get a lot of uses out of a single adhesive. The thinner stuff like this, you're going to get a little bit more bumpy texture to it from the adhesive. Thicker stuff won't matter at all. But even with this is like 600, still works perfectly fine. This is just rubbing alcohol. Beats the hell out of an hour in a hot garage with a heat gun and a scraper. There you go, all clean and brand new, ready for a new coat. If it ever wears out. But again, you can get, good half dozen plus paper changes out of a single, application of the adhesive. It's a little bit pricey. A tube like this is like 20 bucks. And depending on where you live, it might be hard to find. Like in California, you can't buy this in stores. Like I had to order it online. Normally you can pick this stuff up in any auto body store, or auto parts store. Pretty much any of those, if this stuff's legal in that state. Because I'm sure it has some chemical in it which causes cancer by looking at it or something. I highly recommend you get this stuff. It's very, very handy. It's essentially just a big tube of the glue they put on Post-it notes. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. Till next time, talk to you later, YouTube.